Greetings, people of Tamio. This is episode 3 of my wonderful adventure in ESO. Um, Last episode, I finished one of my quests to find one of the missing villagers. As you can tell in the right hand corner, if you saw my last video, the mission changed. I now have an optional step I can evacuate early. I'm not going to do that. I kind of want to show you guys where all the villagers are. The first villager you can find is right here where I just marked. He'll tell you to go kill this death claw. It's a real easy quest. It takes maybe like 5 minutes. You'll find the hunter up here, and he'll have you clear out this area here. Um, I believe there's another person down over in this area, so I'm going to go investigate that area. But before I do that, I want to show you guys the champion levels. Once you hit level 50 on any of your characters, you start gaining what they call the champion points. I'll just read what they say here. It'll be easier than me trying to explain it off the top of my head. I need to start my timer. The champion system allows you to assign champion points in various constellations to attain bonuses. Points are earned in a sequential order, so first you'll get one for the warrior, then one for the thief, then one for the mage. Champion points are spent within the minor celestials, and every champion point you spend in a minor will increase its rank. Once you get so far, you get a new passive ability. They do carry over. It didn't say that in the little description, but they do carry over. So you have the steed, the lady, the lord, the tower, the lover, the shadow, the apprentice, and I always say it wrong, but the archinaut, the ritual. For the sake of this character, I am going to start with the shadow, because, like I said, I'm going to be very stealthy. So I think with this, because I want to eventually get the Shadow Strike. I also wouldn't mind getting the Treasure Hunter and increase all my finds. So I'm going to do, but I'll show you the other three. Increase the magicka you get from attacking, increase health recovery, stamina recovery, and magic. I said that backwards. You got that increases your movement speed, also increases health and magicka regeneration while sprinting, reduce gathering time, you gain 2 ultimate. So I mean, they do have decent perks. They're not bad. Reduce this, and then this just reduced the cost of sprinting and all that. When killed, he'll inspiration gain. I'm not going to worry about decreasing the cost of my abilities, because as you notice, I was splitting them. So the thief is not one, or the tower. I am going to do the shadow, because this is the first one I want to do. And once you get to 120, you really don't need to place any more points. That's just my personal opinion. Some might disagree with me. If you do, let me know. But you only get 200 points per like, you got the I want to say this is the thief, warrior, and mage. You only get 200 points per them, so you get a max of 600 points. So you can max out one and then put 60. No, that's not right. You will have 80 points to spend elsewhere. So you'll be able to get the second tier of the max thing. So for this one, I want to put 15 here. So now I get increased gold. And I want to put 15 here. So now I cost 10% less to sell things or repair things. And I'll put 3 here. So I just got an achievement, Dawn of the Champion. So now I have the Lord, which increases my... This is for your tank character, quote unquote. You get your heavy armor, expert defender, increase of healing received. Now with that, I don't know if that's like healing spells. I'll have to do some research into that, or if that's from my moves that I'm going to morph that heal me. If that's the case, I will probably do this as my second one. And then of course you have the lady, which is your light armor. And if you guys want me to go in more details with these, I can in a future episode. For now, I'm going to do the medium armor. I want to get that to at least 1,000. I don't like odd numbers, so I'm going to put that to 20. So now, whenever gives me a 20% chance to restore health when I bash an enemy. So whenever I interrupt an enemy, I can restore health. Ironclad, reduce the duration, increase my critical resistance, or increase my spell. So right now my physical resistance is at 1,000 while wearing all 5 medium armor, which I always will. I'll never change that out. So I'm gonna put this up to 5%. Okay. Again, odd numbers. I don't like odd numbers, but I'm gonna have to deal with that. I am going to put this up. I'm not going to worry about critical resistance, because if I get hit with a crit, I should be fine. But I wanted to get that to 5%, and I'm going to try to get this up to 1,000, and then I'll work on this again. And then for the mage points, you have literally your magic user, increase your damage, increase damage and heal crits, increase your effectiveness of healing. You have your weapon expert type character, where you can do your melee weapons, shield, bows, and staff. This one will probably be my secondary. Yeah, this will be my secondary. This is going to be my main one because this is all damage. Increase your next physical attack after you interrupt a target. Increase my critical rating by 12. I definitely need that one. Increase my ability to damage characters who are off balance. And then last stand. I want to generate as much ultimate as I can for my bat swarm, which you guys haven't seen yet because I'm not a vampire with this character. I'm not really gonna have damage over time. I have 2 attacks that do damage over time. My Fury, when I morph it into Bloodthirst, it'll do a bleed of damage, and I want to say my ultimate does damage over time. But I'm not really going to focus on that one. What I want to do is focus on increasing my damage, penetration, and my this is critical damage, penetration, and then of course my overall damage. I want to get this up to at least, let's see if I can get it to 10%. I don't know if I can. Can I? I can. So I'm at 10% there. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I want to get my penetration up to at least 1,000. And that's just for now. So there was a quick little overview of that. Now that I completed this area, though, I don't have to worry about fighting all these mobs. If I can find any, this guy's killing them all. Hi, bye. There's a mob. You'll notice he's got a yellow ring around him. That means he's now neutral. I don't have to worry about fighting him. Most of the time, not all the time, when you complete an area, they will turn the enemies in that area yellow, so that way you don't have to fight them again. Now that's not always true. So I was right. It is in this area. Bandits. the work at Hazen's going slowly. Capture any villagers you find and bring them back to the camp. Then you can trade them for food. We'll accept the villagers living or dead, however you want. So now I accepted that. So now I have to rescue the prisoners and burn the supplies. Ow. You'll notice I normally go after the range characters first, just because I don't like getting shot. Ranged and magic users I typically go after first. Healers are always your #1 priority you want to go after. Especially if you're playing deeps. Please burn the supplies. Nope, instead I gather water. Like every Bethesda game, there are glitches. They're not game... Ooh. Yes, please. Oh, enemies. But, those spawn randomly. I want to say you have to have the... Oh, hello. You have to have the Thief Guild DLC to even see them. That was the other bonus I wanted to say with the ESO. Whenever you're an ESO Plus member, you get every DLC for free, as long as you're an ESO member. So, I have all the dungeons, I have the Dark Brotherhood, I have the Thieves Guild, I have the Orc Capital, I have the Imperial City. You get all those for free, and I want to say, now you can't quote me because I haven't been able to find any information on it, but you will get the newest DLC for free, which is the new Morrowind. I'm hoping that's true because I would really like to play the Warden for free. I don't want to chip out 40 bucks.
They got me in the forest. We were gathering firewood. Dedring, my brother, tried to fight. They split his skull with an axe. I thought I was a dead man until you arrived. Shaw's bones. Thank you. I'd like to kill every one of those bandits, but I'm no fighter. I'm glad you are. Kill a few for Dedring. I'll buy you a drink back.
Wouldn't mind getting that free drink. So, I found that villager. So now, I could go down back to the town and evacuate, but like I said, I would like to do all the missions. I do need to, however, go back to this gate, because there is a quest giver there that runs up and she tells you, hey, you know, my friends have been turned skeevers, I need your help. So, like I said, I have this area somewhat mapped out. I wouldn't say I have it picture perfectly mapped out, but I do have it somewhat mapped out to where I know where most of the items are here. Also, another word of advice is whenever you need resources, I recommend coming here because you can find almost every resource in this starting area. This is a good resource harvesting area. There are some resources that I have found to be kind of hard to find here, and that is the Blessed Thistle. I think that's how you pronounce it. That is kind of hard to find here. My wife looked for like an hour trying to find it, and here you are. I wanted to talk to you. That was weird.
I can understand you. Oh my, I'm not a skeever. No, no. Follow me. I'll show you.
And then you can follow her. She'll take you to this little staff sticking out of the ground. Pick up this wand. It's literally like right outside the city.
Oh, thank Kine! You have it! My friends and I were out hunting in the woods when a mad mage ran up and began throwing spells at us. I think he only nicked me. He dropped that wand in the snow as he left. I don't know how spells work. I tried picking up the wand, but it wouldn't let me. I think it does the spell, or undoes it. Look, my friends are Falta, Brend, and Runzenwild. They're skeevers now. Please find them and use the wand to fix them.
Okay, so I did that right. So now I can go to this area, and there's also a quest there, so that's where I'm gonna go. The skeevers kind of spawn in that blue circle, but for the most part, I've always found them in the same spot. I don't know if it's just because it's all my account or what, or if they just always spawn in the same spot. And I know when I played with my wife, when we created characters and started completely from scratch, we always would find them in the same spot. So if you team up with a person, you should always find things in the same spot. If they spawn for one, they spawn for both. That's not always true, because the quests in here are somewhat weird. Sometimes things will spawn for one character but not the other. Sometimes it's just, it is weird, but again, it's a Bethesda game. It is going to have its weird moments.
Come to prove your courage? So did my brother. Now, Ayman is inside this cave, somewhere. The Frozen Man does all sorts of things to people who enter his domain. I can't leave Ayman in there. Since father died and mother left, he's all I have. No one knows. He takes people who enter Orchi's Hollow. Now he's taken my brother. I should stop sharpening this blade. You must go inside. I just can't. We knew a man, old Rory. He went in. When the soldiers dragged him out, he was missing all his bones. I'll give you until my fire burns out. Then I'm coming in after you.
Why can't I move? That was weird. Now, this Sky Shard's pretty easy to find. It's right next to the quest giver. That should be my third. Yeah, that's my third one, so I'll get a free skill point. Of course, I'm going to spend it. So, my Cloak and Shadows is not ready to morph yet. My Fury Blade is, however. I can morph it into Rapid Strikes, which each hit does more damage than the last, or it heals a % of damage caused by my final hit. I am going to do that one, but I want to kind of see what else I have to pick from. So, the Wind Walker, I can increase my stamina recovery, which is not bad. Most of my moves will do stamina. Again, I haven't had any issues with getting hit hard, and of course I don't have any of those. I do have my thief skills now, so I want to explain that. Once you find one of the thieves' troves, you will unlock the Thieves Guild quest lines, and you'll also unlock the skills. Swiftly Forgotten, I'm definitely going to need that one. My bounties are going to be high. I'm not very good at pickpocketing, and I'm not very good. I'm okay at lockpicking, but I'm not very good at pickpocketing. Haggling, I'm going to need that because I want to sell my stolen items at a higher price. Clemency, I'm going to need that one because, hell, I'm always going to get in trouble. I'm not going to do the Timely Escape one. I don't foresee me ever using it. When I'm getting chased, I mean, yeah, getting teleported to the nearest refuge, but what if I'm in a town that doesn't have a refuge? The Veil of Shadows, I definitely want. You get that once you max out your Thieves Guild. Oh, I didn't spend my point. Bad Uriel. I'm going to do the Morph. So, I want to do the Bloodthirst, so that way I can heal. I'm kind of going to go with the whole... Ooh, a treasure chest. And he left it for me. How nice of him. With a whole copper. Thank you, jackass. Please don't hear me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I didn't realize what level you were. Again, I'm trying to keep this PG-13, but I have the mouth of a sailor.
This one's frozen.
He's
Is
frozen.
it someone you know? Guess
No.
who I am, and I might let him go.
I don't know him. I really don't. You can keep him. I don't get paid enough to do all this. Really? Hi, bear. For those
Keep
who have...
walking. There couldn't possibly be traps.
For those who have been keeping up with the new
Look up, greedy
Morrowind,
squirrel. See something shiny? Don't break your neck.
for the Morrowind, you get a bear companion, and I really, really hope that they allow you to get a polar bear. I know they start off as a brown bear, I think, or a black bear, one of those two. But I wouldn't mind having a polar bear.
You've accomplished the impossible. Leaping small
I wish
rocks.
you could name your summons, like the bear, you could name him, or I know as the Daedric person, the Daedric summoner, one of the sorcerer classes, you get a bunch of summons. I wish you could name them. I really don't want to kill a bear, especially a polar bear. They're so cute and cuddly.
Leave that be. That's private.
Not very private if you leave it out in the open. And then, of course, there's the frozen man. How did I miss this one? I know, because I'm an idiot.
You'll make a lovely squirrel. So inquisitive. How rude! Digging through my things. What manners?
Squirrely wrath. That comes so useful. Can't wait until I can increase the
What have you
duration.
thought, clever squirrel? Do you have a guess?
Taking away a spot? That's no fun. Join
I'm
me
already
inside.
goofing
We'll
off.
play a game of shells. Win, and you get Iman. Lose, and you'll be my newest squirrel.
So he's a spy for the Dominion. Sorry, I
Here
didn't.
I am. Or
I'm
am
so
I
used to
here?
skipping it.
Guess wrong, and you're mine, my dear.
Now, the ones that are dancing are not the right ones. It's the guy who's standing still. My wife taught me that one.
Don't talk to me. I'm a shrub. Your soul is missing. Want mine? It's black and gooey. No. We're having old friends for supper. Drink some roots. Stay with us. You'll be safe here. The stones! The shiny ones! They're pretty until you turn your back, and then whoosh! Skulls implode, bones shatter. This is my safest place. My friends are here. Don't take them. Want. Greedy squirrels. We wanted to leave here, but then... shiny stones. I ate them after. They were cold. They hurt my teeth. The shiny stones did that. The roots, the water, Uriel's 3 toes. I tried to save him, but his head wouldn't stop leaking. Now he's a milk jug. Oh, it gives me headaches, and it tastes like sawdust. Go on, you eat it. People don't die. They change shape, like Arroway. She's a candlestick. She's bright as the stars. And Tarak? He's never been happier. So? That's the first thing you've said that makes any sense. Fine, take Iman. Just leave my friends alone, and don't blame me if the shiny stones get you.
Oof. But yeah, I do apologize for
What
skipping
happened?
through that.
Did you see those Covenant soldiers? I saw a group of them exploring the cave. They laughed at me, hanging in the ice. Then, the frozen man got them. You don't have to tell me twice.
And out. So far, this is taking a little bit longer than I expected.
Iron!
Rolly, you came to save me!
You're lucky I came at all. Where did you find him? Kind gift. We'll head back to the village right now. Rana's going to flay his full hide. I can't properly repay you, but please, take this. We're going.
And then while I'm over here,
You should have seen it, Rolly. That cave is
go
incredible.
over here and free the skeever, and I think that might be the end of the episode. But yeah. Mine always spawns in this little corner. Always.
My gratitude.
And then we'll kind of go back over here and discover this one location. But yeah, there is just so much to do in ESO. If you're thinking of buying it, I would recommend it. Again, not a sponsor. I know I said it before in the very first episode, but GameStop right now sells it for $15 used, and that's what me and my wife bought. We bought 2 copies of it, so that way I have one on my PS4 and she has one on hers. And I really recommend it. It's a good game. It's got good graphics, and there's just so much to do. You'll get lost in it for days, months, maybe even a year. Water skin. Shoe fly. Oh, there's another skeever. Better find him before I end this episode. Alakazam.
Thank you.
But there will be an area for here, the hunter's camp. I want to say this is the spider area. Yeah, spider area. So I'll have to go and free people from the spiders, and then there's another quest down here, and then there's a quest down here, and that should actually be it. So I hope you all are enjoying this little walkthrough. I want to say this should be the second to last, maybe third to last video in Bleakrock Isle. I'm hoping that once I get down to the Balfour area, I can finish that in maybe 2 episodes. I'm trying to keep these to 30 minutes. I don't want to bore you guys. Plus, it takes forever to upload using my crappy internet. You can see I already have one house. It's just a little bedroom. I don't know how long it's going to take me to clear out Stone Falls. It probably will take me a while because me and my wife are still working on it. So that'll probably be like 20 to 30 episodes. I do know I need to go to East March. There's a quest there that I think, I haven't done any research, I don't want to spoil it, but there is a quest there that you find a vampire lord, and I don't know for sure if he will turn you into a vampire or not, but there is an option to ask to be turned. So I might skip Stonefall. I might skip the Stonefall area once I get there and try to go to East March and do some quests there, and then I'll come back and I'll do the Stone Falls. We'll see what happens. I'm going to do some research and I'll let you know in the next episode. Thank you all for watching and have a nice day.